Hello, internet, Barcelos bros, and general fans of the blog. Welcome! By the time you're watching this, it is my 33rd birthday. And the amazing thing that happens when you turn 33 is that you know everything about everything. And you are well qualified to give unsolicited advice to whoever you want. So here I am, and I'm thinking to myself, who needs my advice the most? Who is so stubborn that they will not listen to my advice because they think they're always right, when in fact, I'm the one who's always right? So stay tuned for some pieces of advice I would give my 23, 13, and 3-year-old selves, because if you thought I was stubborn, you have not met them. Oh my god, child, eat a vegetable. I am 33 years old and the greenest things I eat are avocados, lime jello, and key lime pie, and margarita. I like limes, okay? But like, I don't know what happened. But as the oldest child, you're kind of the guinea pig for your parents. And 3-year-old me up and decided one day that veggies were just straight out. And my poor mother just gave up on me, lost cause that I was, and it has been a struggle since. I tried to eat a salad in my 20s and I threw up, but I got $20 because I bet my boyfriend at the time that I couldn't do it, and I was right. Yeah, eat a vegetable, young Liz, because you are dooming me to a salad-free life. I hate being a picky eater. It's something I've worked on for sure, but it's hard to go to like a nice restaurant and like you have to ask for substitutions, and I feel really awkward about that because you're kind of going against what the chef's intentions are. I'm going to Adega for dinner tonight, tomorrow night, but tonight when you guys are watching this. It's San Jose's first Michelin-starred restaurant, and it's a Portuguese restaurant. And I'm really excited to go, but I also had to scout the menu to make sure I could go and eat there without being picky or leaving stuff on my plate. So 3-year-old me, I really wish you would eat your veggies because you're keeping me from a well-balanced life, and you probably knocked like 10 years off the end of my life because my diet is not great. Okay, the good news is you're not 12 anymore. 12 was a really hard year for us. It might be one of the darkest lows of your life. Nothing like barely stepping into puberty, not really knowing yourself, being in a new school where everyone is picking on you to the point where you get pelted with crayons when you leave English class. That sucks. You didn't deserve that. But the good news is it's going to be better. You're at a new school now. You got to kind of start over. There were some people still from from elementary school that kind of picked on you, but it's better because the thing about your teens is that it sucks for everybody. Everybody feels when they're a teenager like nobody gets me, nobody gets my struggle, like I will not talk you out of that. I'm not going to try. Because on the one hand, your struggle is like no one else's. Just like the person next to you struggles like no one else's. Just like the popular kids, just like the kids you feel are unpopular like you. But the good news is you get through it eventually, and while you did have it rougher than I think other teenagers did because you were awkward, because you didn't know how to people, because you didn't quite fit in, it also gives you a really tough skin that, let me tell you, 33-year-old Liz is really glad she has. I still take things personally. I still try way too hard, just like you, but I'm glad I was you. I'm sorry that it was so hard. It is going to get better. You're gonna go to a new high school soon. You're gonna make a friends that you're gonna have to this day. But you're also gonna make lots of friends that kind of move out of your life eventually. You're gonna buy into this whole myth that like high school is like the best time of your life, and it's really not. Your best years are ahead of you, but the stuff you go through now is the foundation that gets you there. You're already insufferable and think you know everything and don't listen. And that's gonna undermine you a little bit, and I really wish you would cut that shit out. But that stuff leads to me, so I guess I can't complain too much. So the advice I give you is just keep your head up, kid. You went through way more than you should have when you were younger, and it's going to make you a really awesome person later on the road. Oh man. 23-year-old me. I'm not going to tell you to dump him because you won't listen to me, because you don't listen to anyone. Noticing a pattern yet? So rather than berate you about the person you think you're going to marry but is going to dump you over the phone in 2 years and ghost on you, after a 6-year relationship. Yeah, I'm still a little bit mad. Let's move away from that, because I think your problem is that you have based so much of your identity on your relationship with someone else and not on yourself. I think the stuff you went through when you were younger did not give you a very strong sense of self because you felt that who you were was wrong or who you were wasn't good enough. And so instead of using yourself as a foundation, you kind of clung to someone else. You are clinging to someone else. And it's going to suck when they leave, because they're going to. But the good news is that you're going to be resilient. You're going to take the pieces of you that are worth keeping around, get rid of the pieces that maybe you shouldn't cling to, and you're going to rebuild yourself into a better person. I wish I could save you from the pain you're going to go through, but if you've been watching this video long enough, you know there is no talking to me, no matter how old I am. Just try and start doing things now. And I think you did start doing things right about now that were about you and not about we or us. I'm not saying that you should never have a we or us in your life, because I have one right now and it's great. But something I have learned from your mistakes is that you have to have a complete sense of self before you can ever be completely happy with someone else. You have to have your own things, your own life, your own goals before you can have joint ones. Because if you need someone to be a complete person, then you're not a complete person. And you're not yet, but you will be soon. And it's going to be really rough, and I wish I could be there for you and tell you that it's going to be okay, but it really is. I hope you listen. You won't, but I wish you could. Okay, well, that got a little dark, but I'm really glad I did this. I've been putting off vlogging for a long time. It's like, oh, I'll get around to it when I get the equipment. I gotta get better lighting. I really do gotta get better lighting, though. I gotta do this, that, and the other, and this morning I said, no, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do this. And yeah, I guess that's the advice I would give 33-year-old me. I have a tendency to like over-plan and not start things until they're perfectly planned, and well, on the one hand, I am like a spreadsheet queen. On the other hand, spontaneity is good too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.